We are back with our Marion Toyota Player of the Game. Rolyns Aligbe joins us. Phenomenal effort here by this guy. Really spearheaded the Saluki effort in the second half. 11 points, 11 rebounds for Rolyns as he had 3 points in that first half. And majority of his points came off of putbacks tonight. That dude was absolutely aggressive. 7 of the 15 offensive boards for Southern tonight for this man, and no doubt deserves our Marion Toyota Player of the Game. I know he could care less about all those numbers and ultimately wanted us to say this was a Saluki win tonight, Rallo, and 76-73 to final. Just, man, where do you begin as just one of the guys, one of the key guys on this team? How do you stomach this one here tonight?
I mean, obviously, like, this one hurts. I mean, I'm just more disappointed. Like, I mean, we got it up to 17 at one point in the game, and I just feel like we always get comfortable for some odd reason. And I don't know. I think like when we get comfortable, we think we're better than what we are, and we haven't proved anything yet. So I don't know why we would feel like that. So I mean, it's just definitely frustrating. You know, like now we got to go into practice. People are gonna like heads down and stuff like that. But I mean, I just don't think we should be feeling sorry for ourselves at this point because we have another team to play in 2 days from now. So,
yeah, it's obviously going to be another short turnaround, and you guys have shown that you've been good on short turnarounds this year. But look, when you're in a game like this, and especially one that goes in a frustrating tone, there are so many plays you can circle that would take away those feelings. For you, where do you begin? I know it's really hard right now because it's more when you guys watch film as a team and have a little bit of time to digest it. But you're a really smart guy in your IQ. Where did you feel that, man, started to see some of those slips and cracks late in the game?
Well, I don't really think it was anything with offense. I mean, I looked at it. We only had 8 turnovers, so that wasn't – we were holding the ball good, but I think it came down to defense at the end of the game, you know, giving up offensive rebounds and stuff, free throw rebounds, even myself. Like, that, there's no excuse for that one. And then just really, like, letting them get in the paint, and then when they get in the paint, they'll drive and kick. And if they miss, they're getting the rebound. So it was just, like, our first shot defense is really good, but our second shot defense is terrible because if you get an offensive rebound, the chances of them making the shot after it goes up by a lot of percentage. So that's really where I felt like we kind of got like a daisical at.
Rolyns, these games are one possession, and it's amazing how they're going to watch film and feel so good. And we talked about it. You know, like in the Belmont game, it was great for you guys. You didn't have to have those exhausting film sessions, and it really comes down to one possession, maybe 2 in the game. Because everyone we could point to, they're going to point to, you know, the same problem or whatever. Going back to last week, a full week of practice, last time you're going to have a really solid week where you guys can really work on things. What did you feel good about that week coming out?
I mean, Coach Nagy, he was really turned up the whole week. I mean, we're picking up, pressing up, denial, like no catches, no anything like that. So we're just turned up the whole week. He was on us about just keeping our ball pressure up and stuff like that. And it was a really good week of practice. So I had high hopes coming into this game. And, I mean, it showed for the first about like 33 minutes, but then at the last 7 minutes, like it went downhill. We just got too comfortable. So.
But a week of practice isn't just built for one game. That what you got done in that week really was impressive. And one area that you guys made a real concerted effort was the offensive rebounds. You're +7 this game. You know, we've talked to Nazim about being -10 at UIC. What did you guys do in that last week to really refocus rebounding-wise?
He was talking about just he said defend, rebound, and run, and defend again. So that was his quota for the whole time. So we just kind of stuck with that. And I mean, you see everybody had rebounds. You know, Q got 7 rebounds, Mayo got 7 rebounds, I had 11, Prince had 5. So, I mean, we all just went to the basket and stuff like that. Just having that feeling like nobody can box you out, and I think that's what helped us a lot on the rebounding end.
You talk about communication all the time, right? You guys work on it in practice. Look, when things are a scramble, guys are at different parts on the floor. That makes the communication piece harder, but also more important. Where do you feel guys, Rolyns, especially in late game situations where time and score are such a huge factor, where all of you guys can help out with each other, communicate with each other to walk you through some of those situations?
I definitely think we got to look back at the coaches too, but it does start with the players and just trying to keep everybody like level-headed. I think we start to tense up and stuff like that, start panicking, and that's why we get like 2 turnovers at the end of the game and stuff like that. Like, I just think we just got to talk more and really tell each other like what we want to do or what we want to get out of this player, what we want to get out of this set, what we want to get out like on defense and stuff like that. So it was just more communication, but the right communication, not just saying like, oh, switch, but like switch, he's coming like to pin me down, that type of stuff. Like,
I really felt like, especially in the first half, I noticed, I mentioned on air, where your weak side defense, especially like in the pick and roll, you guys have really made a big stride in getting inside off the ball. So many people keep their eyes on the ball. Two guys are balling to pick and roll.
yeah.
So little's talked about the other three guys. Is that something you guys are really spending time with? Because it looked like you guys are in much better position off the ball to have an effect on the whether it's a trap or a two-man game.
Yeah, I mean, we definitely worked on that this week. We're so talking about like ball pressure and stuff like that, no catches, full-on denial, but everybody, like all the players had questions on like if he backdoors, like who's going to have the MIG and stuff like that since we're in denial. But I think we figured that out now, and we're just being really aggressive. So every time if somebody backdoor, we'll have somebody to clean it up or something like that. So I think that's what we talked about this week, and that's what helped us a lot.
Look, man, this sucks, obviously, and the feeling that I think we all feel right now, but it's amazing how quick it can flip, Rollins.
Yeah.
That's the part of this thing and why this league is just, it is unforgiving as you go throughout it. How do you guys kind of redo what Drake just did? They had an absolute heartbreaker at home against Belmont. They turned the table, trailed by a large margin tonight, come back and win it. How do you guys flip this and go for a series sweep of Belmont this weekend?
Just be clear-minded, just not think about it too much. Obviously, it's going to hurt at the moment and stuff like that, but, like, the next coming days, like Thursday, Friday, and then when game day comes, we got to – even by tomorrow, like, it should just – after practice, it should be over. Like, we shouldn't be thinking like that. We should just be on Belmont and looking at who we have to play first, like, in Belmont. So I just think we got to keep a clear mind and stuff like that. Obviously, it's going to take time. It's going to hurt, but, yeah, I mean, it's not like this hasn't happened before to us. So we just got to come back, bounce back.
Rollins, really appreciate you sitting down, doing this interview, and rest up, and we'll be back after it tomorrow morning.
Appreciate you guys.
Yep, that was Rollins Aligbe, our Marion Toyota player of the game. We'll take a timeout. Paxton Guy has our final scoreboard update when we return, and we'll put the closing touches on this one here tonight.